Kill you, motherfucker. You crazy? I don't know the fuck they think they're playing with. I don't play no motherfucking games. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. I'll fuck you up. I don't play no motherfucking games. Kill you, motherfucker. You crazy? I don't know the fuck they think they're playing with. I don't play no motherfucking games. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. I'll fuck you up. I don't play no motherfucking games. Kill.
This press conference was meant to focus on Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Jake Paul, two very different figures. One is a knockout artist and a leading face of boxing's new generation. The other is a social media star who fought his way into the sport and became a major draw. Yet, instead of staying on them, the spotlight shifted. And who took it? Floyd Mayweather, the man who once helped make Tank a star, but now raises more questions than answers. Let's break it down. The energy in the room was already intense. Tank and Jake Paul are facing off in a matchup no one expected. On paper, they're from completely different worlds. Jake brings money, a massive following, and the ability to grab attention. Tank, meanwhile, is at the peak of his career, aiming to prove he's not just the king of lightweight but one of boxing's biggest stars. This press conference was supposed to build hype. Jake throwing jabs, Tank giving the cold stare, the usual tension. But the moment Floyd Mayweather walked in, everything changed. Nobody knew what to expect. Would he support Tank, stay neutral, or drop a surprise?
Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
When Floyd took the mic, the room went dead silent. Everyone leaned in. Floyd doesn't show up at events like this unless he's about to say something big. And he did. He stunned Tank by openly praising Jake Paul. That's right. The man who discovered Tank, promoted him, and helped shape his career was giving respect to his opponent. Floyd said Jake is good for boxing and admired his business sense, saying it reminded him of himself. One thing I like about him, Floyd said, he's selling it, making good money, and entertaining. I like it.
Well, one thing I like about him, one thing I do like about him, he's selling it. He's selling it, and he's making good money, and he's entertaining. I like it.
Is he, and Floyd...
The look on Tank's face said it all. He wasn't impressed. For Tank, this was more than business. It was his fight, his legacy, and here was his old mentor giving props to the man standing across from him.
When people, what I got from that is he's a hater. If you don't know me as a person, let's say you don't like me. Like, you don't know me. Like, you feel me? And I don't give a fuck. If everybody including Will, I mean, Will, fuck.
Question for you. You're a proud father.
And Floyd didn't stop there. He suggested that boxing needs new energy and people who can bring in fresh audiences. If you read between the lines, it almost sounded like he was siding with Jake. That's the part that really hit Tank hard, because this wasn't just any promoter hyping a fight. This was the man who built Tank's entire career.
If this kid said he'd been training every day, for years, every day in boxing, I'm somewhere in Aruba, in the Bahamas, in Dubai, I'm traveling the world on my jet, making millions every month, not worried about nothing. And then when I see it's a chance for me to do a heist, a quick heist, I'm gonna let y'all know this. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. At the end of the day, I'm the smart one. Because I don't care if you write good about me, you write bad about me, just keep writing about me.
For Gervonta Davis, this hit hard. His relationship with Floyd Mayweather has always been complicated. They began as mentor and student, with Floyd shaping Gervonta as the next big star after himself. But over time, their bond became strained. This cut deep. Remember, his relationship with Floyd Mayweather has always been complicated. They started as mentor and student, with Floyd positioning Tank as the next big thing after himself. But over the years, their partnership turned sour.
First hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore, and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel, and he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. You know, he basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you," you know? And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. You know, with that's what I was real. That's what I was told at the time.
So, Gervonta felt like Floyd was controlling his career, holding him back, and using his name for Floyd's own benefit. They had public arguments, Instagram rants, and even moments when Gervonta swore he was done with Mayweather Promotions for good.
Ask you this, has the time come for Tank Davis to take control of his own career and leave Mayweather Promotions?
It don't necessarily have to be leave Mayweather Promotions. It's about just becoming that man, handle your own, responsibility, your own priorities. So I feel as though it's my career, so I feel as though I need to be the one to control my career. You know what I mean? So, and it's time. You know what I mean? Everybody don't need to, have them training wheels on them forever. You know what I mean? It's time to, ride their own bike without training wheels.
So this is your last fight with Mayweather Promotions?
Yes, sir.
So, seeing Floyd at this press conference not backing him but giving credit to Jake Paul was a real blow. Gervonta has always wanted recognition on his own terms. He wants to be known as Gervonta Davis, not just Floyd's fighter. And here, Floyd was indirectly putting Jake Paul on the same level as him.
Clown.
Yeah.
He's a clown.
Would you look at it as a joke if someone, if your team was like, "Yo, we want you to fight Jake Paul"? Would you be like, "Come on, man"?
I laugh at him. Like, you want me to fight him?
You think it'll ever come to the point where you're going to mix into, I mean, you're obviously doing the real shit, but will it ever mix into the point where the money's big enough for you to
would you ever do a
take...
fight like that?
I feel as though in my career, I can't do that right now.
And of course, Jake Paul wasn't going to let this slide. Jake thrives on drama, and Floyd just handed him the perfect moment. Jake smirked, leaned into the mic and said something like, "Even Floyd knows I'm the real deal." The crowd loved it. Suddenly, the story wasn't just Tank versus Jake. It became Tank versus Jake with Floyd right in the middle. That's Jake's strategy. He doesn't just fight in the ring, he uses every storyline, headline, and moment of tension to his advantage. And this time, Floyd handed him the ultimate tool.
Fighting Gervonta Davis on Netflix.
Let's go.
People think that he could actually beat me, and people think he could outbox me, and he's so powerful and this and that. That's what makes it a good fight. November 14th, Netflix.
This moment reignited old tension between Gervonta and Floyd. Fans remember when Gervonta accused Floyd of being jealous, of wanting to keep the spotlight on himself. Gervonta even claimed that Floyd never wanted to see him surpass Floyd's own achievements. True or not, moments like this only add more fuel to the fire.
He was like, "I gotta do that."
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's weird. I feel like y'all got, I would say love, hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of this
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
this
it.
Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank, don't cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see. It's gonna come out.
Because let's be honest, Gervonta doesn't want to share a stage with Jake Paul. He doesn't want to be compared to him, and he certainly doesn't want Floyd Mayweather giving Jake the kind of recognition Gervonta spent years earning.
Who were you gonna call out? What was the plan originally?
I think he was here. He came in my locker room.
Shakur Stevenson?
He wasn't in my locker room.
Jake Paul?
Next question.
God damn, that's not the Gervonta I know.
Now the big question, why would Floyd do this? Why show up and basically step past Gervonta to hype Jake Paul? Some say it's just business. Floyd sees Jake as someone who brings attention, money, and casual fans to boxing.
Gervonta Davis's guarantee.
I call bullshit.
Me too.
I call bullshit.
$200 million is a lot of money.
That'd be the most any athlete's ever made in one event, in one night. Where are they getting that money?
I mean, it's Netflix.
Okay. Mike Tyson didn't make that. Jake Paul didn't make that.
Yeah. 20 million, I would believe, not 200 million.
20 million seems realistic.
That's a lot.
Even because Netflix is bigger, but there's no pay-per-view model. So, and Gervonta is a big pay-per-view draw, especially for being a lighter weight class.
Yeah.
So 20 to even 40 I can get.
Oof, that's a lot.
40 I can understand.
When push comes to shove, though, you know, like 20.
Like Canelo's getting that 40. Yeah. But Gervonta Davis, he was, especially on Showtime, he's a big pay-per-view star.
Yeah.
He's a knockout artist. 200 mil is just completely false.
God, Jake is so much bigger.
Yeah, man.
I mean, so much bigger.
I don't get it. If he thinks this is going to make him legitimate in boxing, I just don't get why you do it.
Floyd has always focused on the numbers and who creates the most buzz. Right now, Jake is a bigger crossover star than Gervonta.
Jake versus Tank. This is just a money grab. Tank is in the news for bashing his missus. He obviously needs the money. And Jake Paul is the money fight in boxing. How the hell do you go from potentially fighting a heavyweight in Anthony Joshua to now going all the way down and facing Tank Davis? That's a major weight drop. It's an exhibition, so it's not a real fight. No, so apparently it's going to be a hybrid, which just means it's bullshit. But Netflix are in the entertainment industry. We all paid to see Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson at 60 years old fighting an old man in a walker. Now you're going to see Jake Paul fight Tank Davis. And I'm going to be honest with you, Jake Paul should be the favorite. He's got the weight advantage. Size advantage. He's got the size advantage. Reach. Say what you want, it's going to be an entertaining fight. I mean, this is a real boxer. People are asking, fight a real boxer. This is one of the best boxers in the world. But the fact that it's an exhibition, it just takes away from...
Others think it's personal. Floyd and Gervonta's relationship never fully healed, and Floyd knows exactly what buttons to push. Maybe he wanted to get under Gervonta's skin, remind him that no matter how big he becomes, Floyd still holds influence. Or maybe he simply wanted the attention. Floyd is a master at controlling narratives, and by making those comments, he ensured people would talk about him just as much as they were talking about Gervonta and Jake.
And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just gonna say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go and be his.
Whatever Floyd's intentions, one thing is clear. He just made Gervonta versus Jake even bigger. This was already a crossover fight generating buzz, but now there's an entirely new layer to the story.
Yo, so Jake Paul is fighting Gervonta Davis. I'm serious. It's real. 199 in Paul's last fight, 133.8 for Davis in his last fight. I discussed that and so much more at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific at my YouTube channel. The link will be in my bio. But hey, I thought he was going to fight Anthony Joshua. How do you end up from Anthony Joshua to Tank Davis? I discuss.
Fans aren't just asking who will win between Gervonta and Jake. They're asking if Floyd actually wants Jake to come out on top. Does he still believe in Gervonta? And how will Gervonta respond in the ring after being publicly blindsided by his former mentor? This fight has become more than just bragging rights. It's about Gervonta proving a point to Jake, to the fans, and maybe even to Floyd himself.
You can't be mad at somebody for doing what they feel is best for them.
Will it impact Tank's legacy if Jake Paul were like to beat him or even like knock him out?
Dude, Tank's a 3-division world champion, 4-time 3-division world champion. At the end of it, bro, you can't take anything away from him. Bro, you can't be mad at somebody for doing what they feel is best for them. It's the same way Roach feels Tank is the best option for him. Same way that Stevenson thinks Tank's the best option for him, or like all that stuff, right? At the end of it, bro, we just want to do what's best for ourselves, right?
Facts.
Right or wrong?
Facts.
So just do what's best for you.
Now let's dive into the fight. The rivalry between Jake Paul and Gervonta Tank Davis has been brewing for a while. It didn't come out of nowhere. Tensions really started rising after Jake's fight with Mike Tyson.
that it's fair to call them boxers now? We talk about Logan Brothers.
I think it's okay to call Jake Paul a boxer. The only reason why I say that is because he do be in the gym. He's working on stuff. The fight that he fought Mike Tyson, I don't think he should have fought Mike Tyson because of who Mike Tyson is and the age. And he said that he didn't try to knock him out. Yes, you did. You just couldn't get the knockout. He tried to knock him out for sure.
Gervonta wasn't having it at all. To him, Jake was taking shots at a 6-year-old icon just to make himself look bigger. Tank saw it as pure disrespect. In his eyes, Jake was trying to ride the wave of a legend who helped shape the sport. And Tank made it clear that he wasn't impressed.
Yeah.
He's a clown.
Would you look at it as a joke if someone, if your team was like, yo, we want you to fight Jake Paul? Would you be like, come on, man?
I laugh at him. Like, you want me to fight him?
You think it'll ever come to the point where you're going to mix into, I mean, you're obviously doing the real shit, but will it ever mix into the point where the money's big enough for you to take?
Yeah, would you ever do a fight like that?
I feel as though in my career, I can't do that right now.
Gervonta was furious. From that moment, the tension between him and Jake only escalated. Let's be honest, this matchup makes no sense on paper. Jake Paul weighs in at 195 pounds, and he's already said that's non-negotiable. Tank, on the other hand, fights at 135 pounds. That's a gap of 6 weight divisions.
What weight would it be at?
195. It would be an exhibition.
Okay, so it was going to be an exhibition, not sanctioned, but no restrictions. You can knock each other out and shit like that. It was going to be at a catch weight of 195 pounds, 10 rounds, 3 minutes. I've been trying to figure this out. Why was I a Tank hater for wanting to see Tank go up 5 pounds to get some smoke with like Teofimo Lopez or something? I just wanted to see him go up 5 pounds and fight Teofimo Lopez. And all of you were saying, you want Tank hurt, Showbiz. You a hater. You want him hurt. Then I'm convinced, okay, he's too small, but he can fight Jake at 195?
This isn't just a mismatch, it's a serious risk. Gervonta is one of the deadliest finishers in boxing, but the size difference can't be ignored. If Jake can absorb Gervonta's hardest shots and counter with his own power, the fight could shift fast, making this matchup a dangerous gamble.
Could get hurt. You know, this dude's 200 pounds at the end of the day, and it's not like he's a bum. No, he's not on Tank level, but a good big guy beats a great little guy. That's the phrase. This is a bad look. It's just, again, it's going to be hard for Tank to walk away from the big business that is this fight. It's a huge payday. I guess Tank fans definitely need to be worried. I know you guys think he's Superman. Jake Paul being 195 and then rehydrating. Tank fighting at 135, coming in at like 133, where people are like, man, look, he can make lightweight. That's a 60-pound gap. That shit got to be dangerous and even unfair. Can his punches even hurt Jake? It can't be.
And it's not just the size difference. Jake is pushing for extreme rules. No judges, no headgear, and knockouts fully allowed. This isn't a casual celebrity exhibition. It's more like a sanctioned street fight, only with a massive Netflix payday attached.
Tank was looking past Roach, and he wanted that Jake Paul fight, which I think Jake Paul would have beaten. Jake is way too big. Tank is 5'5", 135, soaking wet. Y'all think Tank is too small for 140. He ain't beating no heavyweight. I'm not joking. I don't think he would have hurt Jake. He would have to jump up to reach. I don't think he would have hurt him. I tell you this, it would have gone the distance, and people would have been laughing their asses off, and it wouldn't have been good for Tank's brand. I tell you that. That fight would have went the distance. Soon as 5'5" Tank is looking at a 6'2", 6'3" Jake Paul, y'all would be like, hold, wait a second. And Jake Paul be on spread out paws with that arm out and stepping back. And bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. But that's a cap, fine. We'll never get to fight anyway. So
That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our upcoming content. Share your thoughts in the comments, stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video.